Surroundings.
Surroundings.
Never did learn to mind your surroundings.
Everything that the surroundings, we got flyers up, posters up, we have all that stuff up, so everybody's well aware and everybody's looking for Amanda.
I was rested, alert, and completely aware of my surroundings.
My starting point was my immediate surroundings, and
now, since you don't have a connection to your body, you will have to tune back into your physical surroundings.
环境
Surveillance.
Surveillance.
A man who was under surveillance by the British Secret Service.
You still good enough to take out a surveillance camera?
Every day of that week, you may walk on the beach, you may swim in the ocean for up to 1 hour under SWAT team surveillance, of course.
Now we got 2 surveillance teams, one in the front, one in the back.
That's why Edie's surveillance of Seth wasn't working.
监视
Survey.
Survey.
A quick survey would have to be made of all the available mine sites in the country, but I would guess,
according to a recent survey, more than half of small businesses.
Geology survey. I'm doing a survey for my ethics class.
You were supposed to survey a planet.
纵览审视测量土的
Survival.
Survival.
And we took certain steps to ensure your survival.
Her eyes were turgid with fear, but her brain was functioning on some basic motor survival level.
It will ensure our survival.
There are levels of survival we are prepared to accept.
As most of you know, I'm Patty, and we love this class because it falls perfectly between Little Gym and Survival Swim class.
生存赖以生存的
Survive.
Survive.
I'm ready to survive date rape!
In order to survive 2 decades of dating in New York, Samantha had become a powerful hybrid. The ego of a man trapped in the body of a woman.
Somewhere in between you can survive. Somewhere in the middle you can survive? Yeah.
比活得长活下来
Survivor.
Survivor. Look, he said it was going to be like a Survivor meets Joe Millionaire meets Punked.
Hey, everybody, this is Rachel, another Lincoln High survivor.
That's a negative, Soul Survivor.
We need to support this life-saving research so that each and every one of you can become a long-term survivor.
生还者
Susceptible.
Susceptible.
Dictators aren't susceptible to law.
Mr. Gale, a leukemia patient's condition is highly susceptible to external stress.
My mom is the exact type of person who's susceptible to this mystic bullshit.
No, I'm saying cocaine made you more susceptible, as did the AZT.
These robots are not susceptible to intimidation.
易受影响的
Suspect.
Suspect.
I suspect that would be a foolish choice, as we do not know the extraction procedure.
No, but the audio suspect will have to subtitle it.
So they could focus on Carter as a main suspect?
We interviewed this kid who saw this on the hand of a suspect we're looking for.
被怀疑者令人怀疑的怀疑
Suspend.
Suspend.
I know that I have to suspend her. I said we were going to suspend it.
If we all stick together, they're not going to suspend all of us.
In command mode, it turns out the auto dock has an option called stabilize and suspend.
When their enemies were at the gates, the Romans would suspend democracy and appoint one man to protect the city.
悬暂停
Suspense.
Suspense.
Don't keep us in suspense, Serge.
The suspense is terrible.
We need your showmanship to build up the suspense.
You know, don't keep me in suspense.
嫌疑
Suspension.
Suspension.
Need some suspension work and shocks and brakes, brake pads, lining, steering box, transmission, rear end.
So, after your 2-day suspension, your scholarship will be waiting for you.
Subject is not approved for field duty and immediate suspension from service advised.
The suspension is sagging.
Tour kingpin Shooter McGavin and bad boy Happy Gilmore, fresh off his recent suspension. And wouldn't you know it, they've been paired together.
悬挂
Suspicion.
Suspicion.
A suspicion has darted into my head, which I simply cannot get rid of.
I know I've never completely freed myself of the suspicion that there are some extremely odd things about this mission.
I'm arresting you under suspicion of conspiracy to commit murder.
Simon Skinner, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Leslie Tiller.
Suspicion ended in tragedy.
怀疑
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
And of course, if you see anything suspicious, give us a ring.
Don't you think they might get a little suspicious?
Joe can check with the station if he's so damnably suspicious.
The dyke in our cuttings library is getting suspicious.
Why are you so suspicious?
可疑的
Sustain.
Sustain.
Designed to initiate and sustain fusion.
Something to sustain me on my way.
The beast has shared with us his dream of a larger group to sustain him.
The wasteland won't sustain it.
To sustain the delusion that her children never died, she's created an elaborate fictional structure, and she gives us all parts to play in that fiction.
承受
Sustainable.
Sustainable.
He decided to spend his summer building sustainable housing for the poor, guess where? Sokovia.
How can a price that high be sustainable given the current rents in the neighborhood?
I mean, it's not a lot, but I mean, it's not Taj Mahal money, but it's sustainable.
It's not sustainable.
足可支撑的
Swallow.
Swallow.
But one swallow doesn't make a summer.
Only one swallow.
People in California generally swallow before they start talking.
Please be careful what you swallow.
You gotta swallow this.
燕子燕吞下
Swamp.
Swamp.
Enjoy hell, swamp mouth.
Now, this took place in the swamp outside of Ashton.
Sounds like some kind of a swamp creature.
You know, you say bayou, and I think the swamp and nets and shit hanging, but this is
Your swamp?
沼泽淹没陷于沼泽
Swan.
Swan.
But the black swan? It's a hard fucking job to dance both.
Governor Weatherby Swan, it's been too long.
It's about a girl who gets turned into a swan, and she needs love to break the spell.
Maybe it was the swan.
No, Swan's watching us right now.
天鹅闲荡
Swap.
Swap.
Folks find out we're not home, our crib will turn into a swap meet.
What is this, some daughter swap program? You know, we should swap recipes. You want to swap family stories, too?
以货易货交换
Swarm.
Swarm.
Crawl swarm formations are too complex not to rely on some form of unified cyberpathic coordination.
The multiplying villainies of nature do swarm upon him. These hills swarm with our scouts.
3 o'clock. Playing the swarm.
We could cause a chain reaction that would wipe out the whole swarm.
群分群集满
Swear.
Swear.
I swear, if Eddie wasn't afraid of me shouting my mouth off, he would have put a cellulite clause in the prenup. I swear. What the hell is this?
Other things just make you swear and curse.
There's no silicone here, I swear.
发誓诅咒
Sweat.
Sweat.
I appreciate the condescending words of wisdom, but I've sat in on about 1,000 depositions and I've never broken a sweat.
I don't think I've ever been this covered in sweat before.
Keeps you warm in winter and absorbs the sweat in summer.
It's acute renal failure caused by sweat poisoning.
Oh, well, it's unsettling while I sweat here.
汗出汗使出汗
Sweater.
Sweater.
Because at least you don't have to have the evidence under your sweater.
I know that you wear the same brown jacket Monday through Thursdays, sweater vests on Fridays.
I wear a vintage black cashmere sweater.
My t-shirt's stuck to my sweater, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wear your blue sweater tomorrow night.
毛衣
Sweep.
Sweep.
Inadequate, by which I mean consenting man, might sweep you off your feet and into the single occupancy, gender neutral restroom of your preferred brunch establishment.
Their Rockin' Roughage Victory Tour continues to sweep through the English countryside.
He was doing his final forensic sweep on the church.
I mean, we wait our whole lives for some perfect guy to come in and sweep us off our feet?
You know, I can sweep.
扫除扫
Sweet.
Sweet.
They're bright red and very sweet.
He was very nice and he seemed so sweet.
No, what you did, that was really sweet. Quite sweet talking, and come here.
甜蜜甜的
Swell.
Swell.
Come on, it'll be swell.
Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell.
Well, I don't know about that leak thing, but Paris sure sounds swell.
Well, swell, but this man doesn't have a garden.
Whoa, there's a pretty big swell out here.
Yeah.
增大优秀的使膨胀
Swift.
Swift.
But it just seems like Taylor Swift is never going away.
Failure on your part to live up to these very reasonable expectations will result in swift resumption of a non-sex situation.
Sauron's wrath will be terrible, his retribution swift.
Then I shall be forced to grant you a swift exit from the premises.
What to say that son of a bitch Jonathan Swift got his hands on them in his newspaper the next day.
贺雨燕迅速的迅速的
Swim.
Swim.
I told him I didn't want to swim in it, but he just grabbed my hand and dragged me into the water.
I want you all to go for a swim.
That a single swim there changed his life.
We can just swim there.
You sure we can't talk you into coming for a swim?
游泳游过
Swing.
Swing.
I could swing with you forever like this.
I mean, I could just swing by your mom's salon.
Let me swing on over to the kitchen.
Now the festivities are in full swing.
You want to see a lot? Swing by the Gallagher house sometime.
摇摆挥舞旋转的
Switch.
Switch.
And then I'm gonna come switch with you, okay?
If I could switch places, I would.
Okay, you have to switch with me.
Then we'll pull out the recorder's power switch.
Switch seats.
开关转变转换
Swivel.
Swivel.
Captain Howard and the Marines will sweep their weather deck with swivel gun and musket fire from the tops.
Here on the floor, keep your head on a swivel, all right?
It looks like it works around a swivel, so...
Thick neck, your head's been on a swivel since you've been on this damn plane.
You all kept your head on a swivel, and that's what you gotta do when you find yourself in a vicious cockfight.
转环旋转
Sword.
Sword.
Don't worry, I'm not going to start any sword fights.
I bet he's got a sword on him like a horse.
I've asked the gods to bless your soul.
Well, all 3 sword quests. What's next?
With less remorse, than Pyrrhus' bleeding sword now falls on Priam.
刀
Symbol.
Symbol.
He should conclude that the new Bailey will become the symbol of our time and the future that our conviction has rewarded us.
I assume that as you're taking on the underworld, this symbol is a persona to protect those you care about from reprisals.
I mean, heck, a surfboard's even a phallic symbol.
It was actually a forget-me-not, and it's a time-honored symbol of love.
None of them wanted to share the school's newest limited edition status symbol.
符号
Symbolic.
Symbolic.
Apparently it's symbolic.
It's symbolic of our struggle against oppression.
Its primary importance is symbolic.
The exchange of rings is symbolic of the bonds of matrimony, one that signifies a transformation of your individual self.
2 Negroes were admitted, but only after Governor George Wallace had carried out his symbolic threat to stand in the schoolhouse door.
象征的
Symbolism.
Symbolism.
I wondered if the symbolism wasn't a bit heavy-handed at times.
I'm sure the word you were looking for was symbolism.
That has allowed us to heap symbolism upon a simple case that never asked for it.
Symbolism is quite obvious, Mr. Coroner.
You see the symbolism of it?
象征主义
Symmetry.
Symmetry.
It's called symmetry of the no name because they often didn't really know who those people were.
It's just that I want symmetry.
Maybe I'll have 2 to keep the symmetry perfect.
There is grace in symmetry.
You proposed to me here, so it has agreeable symmetry.
对称
Sympathetic.
Sympathetic.
Given how badly the war is going, we think a judge is likely to be sympathetic. I wished I could think of something to say. Something sympathetic. Something human.
Listen, we can make you sympathetic.
Sympathetic frequencies.
Well, I must say you're wonderfully sympathetic.
有同情心的 交感神经。
Sympathize.
Sympathize.
How can I sympathise with that shit?
I can sympathise with your fear.
I don't think you'd sympathise, and I'm not really in the mood for a lecture.
Let's. I sympathise.
We deeply sympathise.
同情。
Sympathy.
Sympathy.
And nobody has any sympathy for them right now.
I am sorry, but there is only so much sympathy you get.
I expect a bit of sympathy, but...
Ooh, it's sympathy pain.
Step 2. Sashay her into sympathy.
同情。
Symphony.
Symphony.
I am thinking of my own symphony.
Now a big symphony orchestra is put together. Benjamin Britten has written a big piece of music, which is made up of smaller pieces.
Why wouldn't I want to go to the symphony?
You mean Beethoven's Ninth Symphony?
Your own symphony?
交响乐。
Symptom.
Symptom.
Thus we seek to correct not the symptom, but the disease itself.
But they're a symptom.
Playing dress-up with cretins sounds like a symptom of madness, not a cure.
That's a really common symptom in patients like yourself.
Well, it's a symptom.
症状。
Synchronize.
Synchronize.
In order to activate the interactivity, you only have to press the red button and that's it, as the movie will synchronize with it automatically.
Yeah, but couldn't you have just said, what time do you have it, instead of synchronize our fucking watches?
同时发生，使在时间上一致。
Syndrome.
Syndrome.
He developed a condition that is commonly known as multiple personality syndrome.
Sometimes I wish my wife had Goldfield syndrome.
Temporary insanity brought on by acute panic distress syndrome.
Then you know it could lead into explosive penis syndrome.
This is definitely mirror syndrome.
并发症状。
Synthesis.
Synthesis.
Diagnostics on voice recognition and speech synthesis centers have been completed.
Personality synthesis.
Synthesis, I believe.
The man that you just mentioned, Morgan, Muller, and Mendel, I think, are a perfect example of scientific synthesis.
The synthesis of old Mirando and new Mirando was impeccable.
综合。
Synthetic.
Synthetic.
This will go on with more and more synthetic CDOs.
How much money could be out there betting on it in your synthetic CEOs and swaps?
It may be synthetic, but I'm not stupid.
Loses its synthetic function.
That synthetic bitch turned on us.
合成物质，综合的。
System.
System.
Alarm system?
DOS! It's a pain alert system.
So tomorrow at school, I want you to let everybody know that we got this new expensive security system.
There is no way we can beat this shit by the system they got us working for.
To start questioning the system.
系统。
Systematic.
Systematic.
Systematic questioning of the idea of happiness.
So a hermeneutic is a systematic way of looking at things.
Systematic intimidation and fear, Mr. President.
The systematic release of an indiscriminate organism, for which the men who will bring it on still have no cure.
The Terminator was just being systematic.
有系统的。
Tab.
Tab.
Fuck nut must have frozen your tab there too.
Can't give you a tab unless you order something.
Now, you see that little tab of tape on the end?
Put it on his tab.
You know, and whatever I owed him, it would just go on my tab.
制表。
Table.
Table.
Am I scared to go over to his table of stuffy fat guys?
I tried to take her table, but she only wants you.
We're proud to process the finest American beef, earning money for our studies while putting the steak on your table.
I remember one night in the dining room, there was this young naval officer, and he was sitting near our table with two other officers.
桌子，搁置。
Tablet.
Tablet.
Do you like your little tablet?
I swear to you, it was a tablet of reawakening. Put down the tablet and get off my ship, all of you. Now! So my foggy brain tried to remember where one tablet of NZT might be. Well, if you'll give us the tablet, Kira Hogan and I will be on our way.
平板。